The quaint town of Rosemount prided itself on its annual Rosewood Festival, a celebration deeply intertwined with the community's history and economy. This year, however, a peculiar challenge faced the town's youth. The newly introduced Rosemount Riddle, a local version of the GEPT listening test, focusing on the town's unique rose-related traditions and dialect. Many students, comfortable with standardized tests, dismissed the riddle as trivial. However, 12-year-old Ben, known for his clumsiness rather than academic prowess, felt a knot of anxiety tightening in his stomach. He loved Rosemount, spending his days exploring the rosewood forest and listening to the tales spun by Elder Willow, the town's historian. But Ben struggled with tests, his mind often wandering, his ears failing to catch the nuances of spoken words. As the riddle approached, Ben's anxiety grew. He witnessed classmates practicing diligently, including the academically gifted Clara. He tried studying, poring over dusty books about Rosemount's history, but the information felt disjointed, the voices in the practice recordings muffled and distant. Frustrated, he wandered into the rosewood forest, seeking solace amidst the towering trees and fragrant blooms. Ben found Elder Willow beneath an old rose arbor. Noticing his sadness, she invited him to sit. The Rosemount Riddle is about listening with your heart, not just remembering facts. Understand the stories of our town, she said kindly. Willow shared tales of Rosemount, not from textbooks, but from lived experience, recounting the legend of the first rosewood, its petals said to whisper secrets to those who truly listened. She described the unique Rosemount dialect, its melodic rhythm reflecting the ebb and flow of the Rose River. She spoke of the rose weavers, their looms humming with the rhythm of the town's heartbeat. Ben listened, captivated, no longer focusing on memorization but on the essence of each story. He heard the laughter in Willow's voice as she recalled childhood memories, the sorrow as she recounted historical tragedies, the hope as she spoke of Rosemount's resilience. He began to understand the Rosemount dialect, not as a set of rules, but as a living, breathing language shaped by generations of experience. On the day of the Rosemount Riddle, Ben felt a calmness he hadn't expected. As the recordings played, he didn't just hear words. He heard echoes of Willow's stories, the whispers of the rosewood forest, the hum of the rose weaver's looms. He understood the nuances, the subtle inflections, the unspoken emotions that colored the speaker's words. The announcement of results brought a hush to the crowd. Clara excelled, as anticipated. Then, Ben's name echoed through the room. Not only had he passed, but he had achieved one of the highest scores. A collective gasp rippled through the crowd. I just listened. Elder Willow smiled, her voice ringing with pride. He listened with his heart, she declared. Ben's success was a testament to the power of listening, not just with the ears, but with the heart and soul. The true essence of Rosemount lay not just in its roses, but in the stories they whispered. That day, the Rosewood Festival celebrated a new kind of hero, a clumsy boy who learned to hear the music of his town.